Welcome everybody. This is another interview by Rasenkin, and today I'm here with Hayam Nerb, the captain of the legendary roster of Never Clucky. Hayam Nerb, how you doing, bro?
Alright, stop. You can't say legendary, man. We're already overhyped.
Nah. You guys are the hypest roster ever, the best roster.
Okay.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good. Uh, Thank you for doing this interview with me. I know you're a shy dude, but glad you did this.
hmm
And so, I wanted to start off from the beginning because not a lot of people know how Never Clucky got started. I personally don't know, so I just wanted to ask, uh, when you guys formed, what, why did you form specifically?
So it started about a year and a half ago. Three pretty core members of the team, me, Talisman, and Ray, who wasn't originally on the team, but we picked up. We all played together at Rutgers for the collegiate team. So we all knew each other, I guess, and like real life stuff. And we enjoyed playing with each other. Once that team kind of fizzled out, we played online in like normal draft and rank fives, and we picked up Izumi, who was really good mid laner, and then played in a few other tournaments and leagues, and yeah,
So that's why you guys formed to play in a couple tournaments.
yeah. Originally, it was just to see how high we could get in ranked fives and just for tournaments.
Okay. And what about when you? How'd you find out about the Swiss tournament?
A while ago, we played in another league called the North American Masters League. I think that was run by Novem, who's a shoutcaster. Once that was over, Artha actually told me about House Party, and it seemed really cool. So we signed up for Swiss.
Okay. And how long you guys been playing together when you went to Swiss tournament?
At the time, the roster was probably playing together for a good 2 months, I think.
You guys never had any problems in those 2 months?
Our biggest problem was finding a jungler, but we found one that really fit into our team, personality-wise and play style.
Okay. And so when you guys came into the Swiss tournament, what were your expectations personally?
Um, I think we just didn't want to lose, and we've kind of kept that mentality going. Well, I knew it was going to be a long tournament, so I think I was okay with the mentality of like losing a game as long as we were top eight to get into the minor league. But as we kept playing good teams and better teams, we just kept winning. So it turned into us going undefeated.
Okay. Did your teammates have the same mentality as you, just not to lose, or were they confident going in?
I think we were all actually confident just from playing ranked fives and then scouting other teams and seeing who was in the Swiss.
Okay. And so you guys swept the Swiss tournament, didn't drop a game. You guys caught some eyes once you guys went undefeated going into the minor league. People were already hyping you up as when you went into the minor league as a top team in the minor. Nobody expected you to, just go undefeated in the minor as well. But what were your thoughts going into the minor league after you guys swept the Swiss tournament?
I knew even though we swept the Swiss, it was going to be kind of competitive because a lot of the teams were good at the time. Chrono was good. They took a game off EPG. EPG was good. They were 7-1 behind us at 8-0. YouTubers had an insane roster, so I thought it was going to be really, really fun.
But
Oh, did I cut out?
no. But you kind of ended your sentence like cliffhanger ish. Did Was there a
Oh,
but to it? Like you guys thought
no,
it was
no,
gonna
no.
be fun?
We thought it was gonna be fun. Well, yeah, we thought it was gonna be fun until everybody fucking dropped out, but um,
Oh, the
it
minor
was still
league.
fun, I think.
Okay. So you're telling me that you thought all these rosters were, gonna be somewhat difficult to face against, but you guys were confident you could still beat them?
Yeah, the rosters we were gonna play against seemed really good, but I think as we played more and more minor league games and more rank fives games, com like with the addition of the meta favoring us, we could kind of play what we wanted to every game, regardless of bans, and just win.
Okay. What particularly in the meta did you guys did suited you guys?
Heavy farm. Well, Gnar was really popular, and I really like Gnar. I think he's still really good. Double TP, top and mid, we really liked. So you could just farm as mid and then TP when you're strong. And zone. We played a lot of zone control comps because I think we all have really, we all really know what each other are gonna do. So it's really easy to start a fight and make action happen around the map when we want to.
Okay. Um, you know, going into the minor and seeing these somewhat strong rosters, did you have any idea you guys were gonna go undefeated?
No, I definitely was waiting for I was waiting for the one time we drop a game and everybody panics and then we like remove half the roster because we don't like how we're playing because we lost one game.
Hey,
But
wake up.
luckily that never happened.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically telling the story of like every minor league team ever, just swapping out, except for Soul Seven.
Yeah.
Were you surprised that Soul Seven lost went 0-2 their first week and then one roster swap and just kept going for the rest of the season with the same team?
Well, when we played against them, they went 0-2. They went 0-2 week one. We played against them and beat them handily, and EPG I think beat them and handily. So they looked like a hyped team from Twitch chat and like exclamation point Soul 7 and whatever that is didn't look anything special. As teams dropped out and as teams were having issues, they came together. They formed basically a wall of their team and let Philly carry, and that was it was really fun to watch.
Okay, you're kind of glad that they um did better. That there was a lot of speculation about the new format going into minor league this season, but we did. The admins did decide to stick with the double round robin. If they had gone double elimination in your season, do you think Soul Seven might have done as well as they would have if they didn't have as they did in round robin?
Um, I think they actually probably would have been eliminated by EPG or YouTubers.
And so we would never have Soul Seven in our Premier League.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that format? You think a lot more, a lot of these teams would have stayed around more? Like YouTubers wouldn't have fallen so quickly, and EPG might not have had that issue with smurfing.
For double elim, no, I think it's about the same with round robin. I tried to do the math when the newest debate came up about or double elim versus round robin, and I think it's actually the same. The good teams are good and the bad teams are bad. It's just in the beginning it gets kind of hazy. So if you're a good team, but if you go 0-2 0-2, then you get out. It's kind of disappointing.
Mm, okay. Now, moving on. Let's see. You know, did you guys have any problems in the roster while you guys were playing? I mean, not a lot of issues come up when you're 18, like I don't know, 16, 15, 14 and 0, I believe is what your record was at first.
Yeah. Roster wise, I think our biggest problem was scheduling and practice. It's apparently it's really hard. I'm finding out as a captain, it's really hard to get 5 people to play and get on. Luckily our synergy was there and our mechanical ability was there, so we didn't need as much practice for minor league. But people wise and roster wise, I think we've always been good because we're all friends.
Okay. And you guys can all take credit, like we know you guys didn't drop a game in the minor league or in the Swiss tournament or in the playoffs for the minor league, but we don't know anything about your rank fives. What was it like? Did you guys drop games there?
Yeah, we drop games a lot in ranked fives actually. When we were spamming a lot in minor league, I kept looking at all the Premier League ranked fives and we were still above everybody else there. So that was a good omen for us. We thought that we were in good form. But it's not like we never lose. It's just for tournaments, for some reason we all play like two notches higher.
Really? So, give me an example of like an issue that would pop up if you guys lost a game in rank fives.
So ranked fives, an issue would probably be, well, it's probably tilting actually. Um, when we lose a game, it's a lot easier to queue up for another game and try to play better instead of like sitting down, talking about what went wrong, talking about what can happen next game and what we have to work on. Luckily for tournament, it's not like that though. But there are problems in ranked fives.
Okay. You guys do seem really invincible for people coming into this into the major league. Not the Premier League. But when you guys walked into the playoffs, did you have any, nerves, issues, thoughts that you guys were gonna do poorly?
No, I think we were all pretty confident coming from regular season, beating everybody handily, that we would do well in playoffs.
Okay. And then after playoffs, earlier we did the prediction video, and you agreed with Zark, a very unpopular opinion that you guys would be fourth place. What makes you agree with that statement?
I think we'll be top three, because he had Dream Killers as first, but I don't think that's reasonable. I think his top three without Dream Killers was Lucker Dogs, White Lightning, and us. I think top three is very reasonable because we're pretty new. I know there are a lot of teams that are new. We're new to the format, double round robin and playoffs. And I think the competition this premiere is much higher than last premiere. So I don't think it's possible that we'll go undefeated. If it does, then I don't know. I guess we'll sign up for LCS.
So you know, saying like talking about it now, what happens if you guys break the dynasty? Or let's back up before I go into that. What makes you think that White Lightning is gonna be good? Even though like they've gotten rid of their whole roster, but they have kept the support staff.
Well, first of all, their support staff is really good. Christina is awesome. White Lightning has great infrastructure, but the new roster doesn't seem as weak as the other new rosters. Artha is really strong jungler.
When he's on point.
Their bot lane, yeah, when he's on point, their bot lane seems really good. Um, yeah, their solo laners actually are probably top three in their position as well. I think the team just looks like they can perform when they want to.
Okay. So mechanically, you're saying they could perform.
Yeah.
But there's some qualms, some rumors going around that their team play is not as good as people would hope that it is. You think that might be an issue?
Yeah, it might be an issue, but it's probably going to be an issue for every team that's getting like a revamped roster or a new roster. I think every team's going to have growing pains for at least the first 3 weeks.
Except for you guys, obviously.
Oh yeah, except for us in Soul 7.
Except for you guys in Soul 7. So you think that might so even though Soul 7 might have the team play, they just don't have the mechanical skill to be as good as other teams?
Yeah, they had team play. Well, playing against them a bunch in minor league, twice in the regular season and 3 times. The team play was there. It's just that they lost so hard lane wise that they couldn't they could never take a reasonable fight to come back or have enough synergy, I guess, as us. Because
Yes.
I don't want to really say this, but we're basically a better version than them.
I mean, if it's true, it's true. Uh, not gonna lie, you guys definitely have the like looking at some of your games and looking at some of Soul 7 games, the team play definitely a huge aspect for both rosters. But basically, you guys just have the mechanical players. Uh, and I guess a lot of people would agree with that. That Soul 7 just doesn't have the mechanics right now.
Hmm.
Most of their players are plat. I believe all of your members are diamond.
Yeah.
So big difference there. You know, so your expectations coming into this season would be top three.
Yeah. That's reasonable. Top three.
Now for Lucker Dogs, the issues that Lucker Dogs had in this past season might not happen again because they were playing in several other tournaments while they were playing in House Party, and the schedule was conflicted, so they decided to go to the other tournaments. Now that they're forced to show up and they cannot miss more than 4 games before being disqualified, you definitely think they're going to be at the top of the standings?
Yeah, I think if they show up, we'll see the real Lucker Dogs from week to week.
Hmm.
So they should be. I think they should be top three too.
Okay. And so hopefully, so what makes you give the edge to White Lightning over Lucker Dogs?
It's not so much of an edge. Well, first, it's that the fact that Lucker Dogs might not show up. They probably will, but it was just like coming into it, we didn't know. Probably wouldn't call it an edge because I'd put us, Lucker Dogs, and White Lightning in the same tier, the tier category. Well, we'll probably split games 1-on-1 with them. So it's not as much an edge. Um, if I had to say anything, it'd probably be because White Lightning have 6 support staff, but again, Lucker Dogs live together, so they could do they have the support they need as well. They could
Okay.
basically coach themselves week to week. That's what we do at least.
Okay. So, good question. What White Lightning lost his support staff. What about you guys? How much support staff do you guys have?
External from the roster, we don't have any. We coach ourselves. We kind of do everything ourselves.
What about analysis? You know, leading healthy discussions with the coach.
We don't have a coach. Sorry. No, no. I try to foster as much analysis and discussion as I can because I constantly want our playstyle to evolve and improve with the meta. But I think we're all at a point where we can coach ourselves. We know what we do wrong, and we all have a subjective and an objective view of the game. So I think that kind of makes it so we don't really need an external coach, but I think it would be good to have one too.
Mhm. So everybody out there in House Party, you heard it here. Nerb would be looking for an external coach. Kappa, you know,
Yeah, Kappa.
Kappa. All right. So besides the fact that you guys have no support staff, you guys haven't really been tested like as a team in a tournament setting. You guys may have been had discussions and arguments in playing ranked fives or whatever, but you guys haven't had it on like a pressure stage. Do you think that might affect your team going into the if like you guys drop a couple games here and there?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a possibility. Especially with our newest member, Let My Sub Go. We're kind of using him as not only a sub, but like a flex for our mid laner because of our mid laner schedule. So you'll be seeing a lot of him as well, probably. If for some reason we lose a lot with him and win a lot with Izumi, there could be problems there, and yeah, it could lead to other problems.
And you guys think you guys can handle that with no like,
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, I think we can get over it. But the biggest point I want to get across is that we're not a perfect team. Like it might seem like that, but um, yeah, we're not as good as top one. Like not debatable.
Okay, extremely modest, very humble, even though it might be slightly delusional. But
Right.
I'm just joking with you, man. So you know, now you guys might be at the top of. So say you guys win the Premier League, and you guys take this season and you end the White Lightning dynasty. What are you guys planning on doing next season then? Would you guys stick around or?
Uh, uh, yeah, if we have the same roster and we win, I would probably just see who wants to stick around for another season. I'm assuming we all would want to. I probably would stick around, but if people want to leave, we'd find spots.
Mhm. And you know, looking at the minor league this season, it's looking a lot stronger than when you were in it. What are your thoughts on that?
I haven't looked too much at the newest teams, but I know Naz's team is pretty good. Swifty's said a lot about his team, so let's see if it's actually good.
Okay, Swifty, likes to trash talk. Uh, so what are your thoughts on trash talking? What are your thoughts on teams, saying that they might be better, or that some others are not exactly good?
I think there's a fine line. There's trash talking and there's insulting. There's trash talking to create hype, I guess. And there's trash talking to try to discourage your opponent, which I personally don't like. But I think healthy trash talk is good.
Okay, and so Nazistino, I'm sorry you've already been excluded from NERB's list of good teams since you guys all you do is trash talk.
Yeah,
Kappa.
that's really bad. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. You heard it
Everybody
here.
love everybody.
Everybody love everybody. Peace and love and positivity.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You listen to Logic?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Do you listen to his new album?
Hell yeah, dude.
Did really? What's your favorite song on it?
Uh, oh man. I really like Fade Away. I really like Run It, and I really like Lord Willin'.
Oh my God, dude. God, you like my songs, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fade. I
Oh,
definitely
Like Woe is really good.
like what is really good too. That I put that like, but I would definitely place them Run It, Lord Willing, Fade Away, and then like Whoa.
Well, yeah, we'll see. Those are the power rankings, but it's a long season, so we'll see what the songs do.
Yeah, we'll see what the songs do. What about his previous album? You listened to that too?
Not as much. I've actually only recent. What was his newest album? Or the first one, Under Pressure, right?
Yeah, Under Pressure. Yeah,
Yeah, I've listened to a little bit.
yeah. That one definitely received a lot more. I don't know. Acclaim because it
Mm.
was a really good album, and
I'll have to look it.
you have to look at it some more.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else are your tastes in music? Who else do you like? Drake, Kendrick, Cole.
Rap wise, it's Logic, Drake, Jeezy, my boy.
Hey,
Yeah, Chance,
definitely. Yeah.
Gambino. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Pretty good. You don't listen to Cole or Kendrick?
Not Cole. I've heard a little bit of Kendrick.
Okay. Any other interests you have besides our shared interest in music?
No, I play League of Legends all day.
All day?
Yeah, all day, every day.
All day, every day. Alright, you heard it here, guys. League of Legends, Prodigy. Hi, I'm there. Every day, all day. So you seem to have a lot of dedication to your team. What do you think about your teammates? Do you think they dedicate as much time as you do?
Yeah. We're all on Skype every day. We have different schedules, but we're all friends, so we talk to each other, we play with each other a lot in normal draft and ranked fives beforehand.
And what
Yeah.
about real life?
Real life, well, me, Talisman, and Ray, we all went to Rutgers a year ago. Well, me and Ray are still there. Talisman graduated. So, yeah. Izumi lives in South Carolina, I think, and Kablumi lives in Virginia. But we'll probably do a meetup for either, I think it's Comic-Con or PAX East or PAX Prime.
Okay. That'd be really fun to see your friends in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, a group of friends who came in and dominated the scene. Cloud9, is that you?
Yeah, Cloud9.
Yeah, Cloud9. You know, Dave loves comparing White Lightning to Cloud9. But you know, you guys might be the real deal when you think of Cloud9. A team of friends comes together and just completely dominates the scene. Uh,
Yeah.
you guys think you might do the same?
I hope so. I think we definitely can. It's definitely possible. We'll see.
Okay. You know, stiff competition with White Lightning and Lucker Dogs if they show up, as we keep saying. It's
Yeah.
it's a pretty mute point at this point. Everybody just says, "Oh, if they show up," you know. But that's pretty good. And so, do you have any final thoughts? Any shout outs, plugs, sponsors you want to call out?
No sponsors yet. I hope so soon. Shout out to my team, Never Clucky. Shout out to our old jungler X Confidence. Shout out to you for giving me the opportunity. Shout out to House Party because it's a really awesome community that we found and we all love. Shout out to Riot because League is pretty cool. Not as good as Dota,
Not as
but
good as Dota.
nah, just kidding. Fuck Dota.
Alright, guys. So, I really appreciate this interview, dude. Best of luck to you in the Premier League, and, you know, good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Alright, and that concludes another interview with Rasenkin, and, peace out. Hi, I'm Nerb, captain of Never Clucky, future number one seed, number one team in the house party.
All right, I'm leaving. See ya. Bye.
Peace out.